Hey guys, so it's been 2.5 weeks, I think, since I did an update. So I'm going to give you an update on, like a recap on week 10 and give you an update on weeks 11 and 12. Also an update on my whole health stuff. So, health stuff is, it's going better, but it's still not very good. So tried to film this like 3 times, but I keep getting interrupted. About, I don't know if it was the next day or 2 days after I did that flare-up update of my HS, I was completely bedridden for 2 days, almost 3 days, so 2.5 days. Luckily, my husband had a couple days off, so he was able to come home and help. But it was bad. I wasn't able to walk, I wasn't able to clean, I wasn't able to cook anything, so I was useless that whole time, and the antibiotics seemed to be taking longer to work. So they're working now. It is healing. The one on my thigh is healing, but it's still terrible. Like, it looks terrible. I might insert pictures. I haven't decided yet. They're worse than the other ones. At least one set of them is worse, and then now it's starting to heal, but it still looks so scary. The pain is so much better though once it chilled out and was able to, I don't know if it was antibiotics or what, but it was just not good. And ibuprofen, Tylenol, just nothing was helping at all. So it was just so swollen. I was tired. I still am tired. I definitely have inflammation still. So I don't know. The only thing my doctor says is to keep taking the antibiotics. So that's what I'm doing, but I'm not even close to being 100%. So I am starting to walk on the treadmill again. So that's awesome. I've done it like 2 or 3 times now. I can't remember. Just for 20 minutes though. I'm not up to half an hour or an hour or anything like that. 20 minutes max. And that was pushing it. Like, really, I wanted to be done at 10, but I just couldn't allow myself to only do 10 minutes. So I'm getting there on that. You will see what happened during that week, with my weigh-ins and stuff. So week 10 is when I last told you about a weigh-in, I believe. So I lost 2 pounds exactly on week 10. I'm looking at my notes. Week 11, I lost 0.8 pounds. And on that week 11, I believe I took 2.5, a Zepbound pen, 2.5 milligrams. Then on week 12, I gained 2.6 pounds. And that's not surprising because of all the things that were happening. And I wasn't eating enough. I was not drinking hardly any water. I know there was even a couple days where I don't believe I drank any water. I literally drank my coffee in the morning and my coffee in the afternoon. There was several days where I hardly ate any like solid food because I just wasn't feeling good. So week 11 lost 0.8 pounds. Week 12 gained 2.6 pounds. Now I'm on my 13th week right now. I'm only like halfway through it, but I know already that even 3 days after that weigh-in with the gain, I've already lost that again. So I think it was swelling and something, I don't know what it was, but I've already lost that gain plus more, and I'm not finished with this week yet. So that's very awesome. Now, on my 13th shot, I took a 7.5 milligram Zepbound pen. I moved up to 7.5. I already am so glad I did that. I already feel the difference in my brain. I have the appetite suppression still. Even with 5 milligram, I had the appetite suppression, but on 5 milligrams, whether I've taken the Zepbound pens, on week 12, I took 2.5 milligrams Zepbound pens. Hold on. Okay, sorry. So yes, on week 12, I took 2 Zepbound pens that were 2.5 milligrams each. So that equals 5 milligrams that I took. And it's still, even though it's the name brand, and I took 5 milligrams, it still was giving me a little bit of appetite suppression, but no help with food noise or any of that brain, you know, whatever you want to call it. So already moving up to 7.5. It's only been like 3 days and I can feel it, and it's awesome, and I'm so glad. I was thinking that's what was going to happen because I've heard so many people talk about, even people doing good like I did, so good on 2.5 for a couple months, but they didn't do good on 5, whether it was compound or the Zepbound pen. For whatever reason, I don't know what's with that. That's very odd, because even when I was going back and forth between 5 and 2, I always felt better on the 2.5. So I don't know, something's different. I don't know. So 7.5 milligram though, immediately it feels just like how the 2.5 was feeling for me all those other times. So that I'm very thankful, because I was like, I don't know, I kind of slightly felt like, oh, people, it's just one of those things that isn't really happening, but people think it's happening, because I'm like, that just doesn't make sense why 2.5 works and 5 doesn't. But I mean, I tried and I went back and forth and everything, and yeah, the 2.5 was working better. The problem though, why I didn't stay on 2.5 is because it was just ending too soon. Like, so I would get the appetite suppression and the help with food noise, but then it was ending on like days 4 and 5. So it just wasn't carrying me through to my next shot. So that's why I knew I needed to go up. And then 5 just, I don't know, 5's just not doing good for some people. So 7.5 so far, awesome. I can't wait to hear, because I know a couple other people that are moving up. Jill's moving up, and I'm betting it's gonna do better. That's just, I bet she's just like me, and it's gonna do good. At least that's what I'm hoping for you, is that you will have the same experience I'm having. So I'm very excited. I follow a couple people who have only gone up to 7.5 and they've stayed there for many, I don't know, maybe even more than a year. I'm not sure. Maybe they're on, no, I think whoever I'm thinking of is on tirzepatide, but on compounded tirzepatide. I don't know how many months she was on it, but she's been on it like steadily, and that was like her sweet spot, and she's been losing. So I'm hoping that'll be how it is for me too. I don't know if you guys probably did notice earlier, but we have crows who just like moved in this year, and they're just all day from like sun up until sundown. They're out there just being obnoxious, and they wake me up every morning. If I have my window open, I have to get up and get all grumpy and slam the window because they're literally living, I don't know if you guys can see, yeah, all those trees up there, that's where they're living, and they're just there all day, and they just crow and crow. I don't even have any of my sweet little birds anymore, hardly ever, other than like before the sun comes up, you can hear some beautiful birds and everything, but they've all just had to flee because of the crows. So those are my updates. I am feeling better, but I'm not 100%. I'm not back to my everyday walking, I think it's going to be a while before I'm able to get back up to an hour of walking, which is very angering to me, because I work so hard to work up to an hour. And right now I'm just trying to focus on my water and my food. I am not getting enough food. When I don't track, I used to have the problem where I would overeat, like very easily. But now I undereat. And in my brain though, as I'm eating and doing things and going throughout my day, I am so hard on myself, and I am always telling myself that I'm eating too much. When I go back and track though, everything I'm eating and drinking, I'm only getting 900 to 1100 calories, and that's not enough for my body. Ever since having weight loss surgery, I think it really messed up my metabolism, because then when I had weight loss surgery, I was eating like 300 to 400 calories a day, and I think that really messed me up, like, so that then when I ate anything above 400 calories, I would not lose and I would gain. Well, now my body just hates me, and so it will not lose if I do not keep my calories up. It just doesn't, like, at all. So I have to get, right now I'm getting between 1600 and 1900 calories, because even though I'm walking and whatever, it's very inconsistent stuff, so I don't count that when I'm counting my daily expenditure and stuff. So in the future I will, as I lose, but right now I'm just sticking to usually 1600 to 1800, but it's hard though. If I'm not tracking, I chronically undereat, and my body just won't let go. I mean, with my high stress and everything, it makes sense. My body needs to be nourished, and it's already in a stressful situation, so it's like, what are you doing to me if I'm not feeding it enough? So I'm just trying to work on that, and I'm gonna get there with the walking, but it is still painful with the wound and everything. Even if I wrap it, I just can't do it every day. So I'm just working on getting my house in order and reducing stress that way. And I'm going to, I'm not going to spoil week 13 because I still have like a few more days left, but I'm like 99% sure that I'm going to have a loss on top of losing the amount I gained, like I said. So that'll be good. And then we'll see how 7.5 does this month, and then we'll go from there. I am going to refill my compound and do 7.5. I'm not going to refill it. I already sent in for my refill anyway, and I'm going to do the 7.5 and see how that does. And then we'll just see what we're going to be doing. Here it is beautiful. It is like 70s and 80s this week. Don't spray each other. They're spraying each other. I'm sorry. You didn't want to get wet? Oh. Well, put the hose in the pool so we can fill up the pool, and then Dad's going to bring home water balloons. Okay?
I filled it up.
They're so funny. They just are playing in the water, but get so mad when they get wet. So I don't remember what I was going to tell you guys. So yeah, I'm just trying to do stuff in my house. Get my house in order. And then I want to start going. We got on Facebook Marketplace, I found some, what is that called? A paddle board, like a big paddle board, and I found a 2-person kayak for like super cheap, because someone was just clearing out all their stuff. They had like, I don't know, more than 10 kayaks and stuff. So I'm really excited about that. We just have to find a trailer, because my kids already had 3 kayaks. They haven't got to use them yet, but I got them when they were like on super duper sale. And so now we have their 3 little kid size kayaks, and then my paddleboard, and then a 2-person kayak. So we just need to find a, what am I thinking of? A trailer, like a flatbed trailer thing to pull. And our truck, like we just can't fit all those in the back of our little truck. So that's going to be fun, because I want to go to the lake, and now I'm like under the weight limit of the thing. So now I don't have to be, scared. Like, even though we're just going to a little lake right now, but like, I just remember last year I was at the weight limit. Actually, I was kind of above the weight limit, because I think the weight limit on that one kayak is like 250, and I was like 255 or 256. So it's gonna be awesome that now I'm under the weight limit. Still heavy, but it's not gonna be, against the rules of the kayak. So that'll be cool. And I will, of course, probably post some pictures when we finally get out and do that. But right now, I'm just trying to work on my nutrition and my water I am gonna make myself, I feel motivated right now, I'm gonna make myself go on the treadmill here once I get the kids settled, and I'm gonna try to do my 20 minutes. Anyways, guys, I hope you're doing well. I'm trying to keep track of everyone and keep following up with everyone. I am behind on many of the videos though. I just haven't, if I have watched them too, I just haven't commented yet. So I'm gonna try and catch up on that. Please, if you have been hanging out for a while and you just haven't subscribed, please subscribe, share the videos, like the videos, whatever. I have a handful of people now that are my regular people who I'm keeping track of, and they're checking in on me, and that's really motivating me. And so let's just keep that up if you want to be motivated, or you want to keep seeing what's happening. Right now I will I'll also insert some pictures, so if you don't like the gruesome things and whatever, turn it off now, say bye. But I'm gonna insert when it got its worst, and then I'll insert a picture of what it looks like now. It does look better, but it is still just not, it's not fast healing, that's for sure. And then I'll also insert a picture. I was recently able to fit into a shirt I have not been able to fit in. It was one of my favorite shirts and I wasn't able to fit in it, and I am able to fit in it now. I don't have a picture of when it didn't fit, but yes, so I'll insert that picture too, because that made me super happy. I will talk to you guys in a few days when I do my week 13 update, hopefully with a loss. And talk to you later.